Do not make these mistakes if you want to get your ex back. She doesn't believe you can change. And I'm giving you a hack. I cannot believe I'm telling you this. Dude, if you're suffering, if you miss her, if you're sad, if you're upset, if you regret, if you have any negative emotions, the 12 of them that I explained, communication with her will not work. You have to learn to manage your emotions. It's all about controlling your emotions. If you don't control your emotions, do not go to her, because she's not your emotional support right now. She's not your emotional support right now. She doesn't care about your story. She doesn't care what you did, why you did. All she cares about is that you are this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband who doesn't change, who's never going to change. Rejection does create obsession. I don't want you to make mistakes. There are 3 levels you can communicate with her if you want to get her back. So if you want to be happy, if you want to move on, or if you want to get her back, watch this. A few days ago, some dude called me. He said, my name is John. Me and my ex, we were together for 35 years. What is going on? How could she just leave? How is it that our relationship is over? And this is the first big mistake that guys don't understand. If you want to get her back, you need to do this. It's not about the text message that you send her, or when you send it to her, or what you do, how long you wait before you reply. It's about this more than anything else. When you were with this girl, when you're with this person, you kind of lose yourself slowly. So you become another person. Let's say you go out together, you go to a cafe. It's not you anymore. You are with that person. It means you have to behave differently, because there's 2 of you. Whatever you say is going to affect both of you. You have to be mindful of how she feels. If you have kids, now you're a family. Everything is different. So you are not an individual anymore. And after the breakup, the life that you built together, the house that you had together, the family, everything that you had together, the sofa, the TV, the memories, the car, all of the history that you have together is all gone. Now it's you. That's why it's really difficult, because it's you and you're like a person in a different universe. That's why you're so confused. Quite often I get guys who tell me, Ben, I'm really good with other women, but I don't know how to act around my ex. Because you've never done this. It's a different, but you have to be a new version of yourself that you have never been. So you are going to develop this person that you are right now from beginning. Now, a sign that you know this person is development is how you feel right now. A guy who is lost, a guy who is emotional, a guy who still misses his ex to a point that he cannot sleep, he cannot focus, he obsesses over her, he cannot get over the fact that why do I miss her so much for any reason. That dude is not gonna get her back. That's why the first part of the program that I work with guys with you is going to be taking control of your inner world. Because dude, that old relationship is over. Look at yourself right now. See how you feel right now. Imagine right now you want to go and meet somebody for the first time and you have all of these negative emotions. What kind of interaction do you think you're going to have? How do you think you're going to make that person feel when you communicate? And on top of all of this, when you see your ex, you're going to feel a lot of emotions. She probably is cold and distant. And for you to be able to attract her or re-attract her, you have to play from the position of happiness and power and chill and relax, like how you guys met at first. But right now you are probably in a state of frustration, anger, maybe sadness, jealousy, confusion, obsession, and you see her through this lens that everything about her and your previous relationship was awesome. Your life without her is difficult. You don't even think about anything that is bad about her because she's not there. Rejection does create obsession. Why do I tell you this? Because I don't want you to make mistakes. She doesn't believe you can change. And I'm giving you a hack. I cannot believe I'm telling you this. There are 3 levels you can communicate with her if you want to get her back. The first one that most guys get stuck on, and that's where all of the coaches that you see on YouTube, they tell you, is on tactics. The first lowest level. So we have different levels. Low level is tactics, like little things that you do, like the text message you send, how long you wait, or what you reply to her. Do you text, do you email, do you call? How do you communicate? How do you act around her? That's tactics. If you go one layer up, higher level is the plan or strategy. Without a plan or strategy, tactics won't work, because you don't know what to do. You just send a random text message. Okay, what's next? That's why you're probably very confused. That's why most guys don't know what to do, because they don't have a strategy. So first is tactics and those little texts and things that you do. Then there's strategy. After that, you need a good reason why you are doing this. And it's another place that most guys don't even look at this, because it's difficult to have an answer for that. For example, I was talking to Richard. Richard told me they broke up because he took her for granted and he didn't realize she needs more attention, and after some time, she cheated. She didn't tell him. He found out after a few months that she's been cheating on him. And when I talked to him, I said, okay, now you want to get her back. Why? He wants to get her back because of wrong reasons. So the third layer, which is looking at the highest level, which is why do you want to get back together, it's not the right reason. Because he wants to get her back because of regret. He wants to get her back because he took her for granted, and now it's not that they fall in love and there was just a little bit of mistake. No. First of all, he doesn't like rejection. He hates being rejected. So his ego is bruised. He's hurt like that. He misses her. He has regrets for not treating her well. He's also angry because she cheated. And she doesn't want to be with him. So instead of this dude focusing on, he said, I bought this program, how to text your ex, and it doesn't work. I said, well, yeah, because that's a very, very low level. You need to work from high. What is a high level? Why do you want to do this? Do you have a good enough reason to make it work? Sometimes I work with guys. I see they have kids. They have a 2-year-old. They have a 5-year-old. They are a family. They broke up because of not something significant. They had a fight. His mom told her mom something. Family was involved. It was Christmas. Everybody was in holiday mode. They drank and there were some problems. It wasn't something major, and they have a good reason to get back together because they're a family. So there's a good enough reason to do it. But if there's cheating, there's hate, there's anger, they trigger each other all the time. They have 3 years of history of fights, and now there is bitterness and hate between them. Well, you gotta reevaluate, is getting back together a really good idea or not? If you have a good enough reason, then you pick a strategy. That in the program, I give you the state control system. The link is in the description. Check it out. That's layer 2. So first step is taking control of your thoughts and your emotions. Because if you don't control your emotions, if you approach her from the position of sadness and anxiety, she's going to feel whatever you feel and she's going to walk away. Step number 2 is taking out of control, which is the tactics and basically little strategies of, okay, these are step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3. Now that's what I help you with as well. Because you might be too emotional to implement that. So I will help you with text, and you send me a screenshot and I show you what to send after. And after that, basically transition into the new relationship. So you prepare, you understand the inner game, you understand the outer game, and then you transition to a new relationship. It could take as little as a few weeks, depending on how you guys broke up, why you guys broke up, and what is your current status. That's why the first thing that you send me is 5 screenshots of the last communication you had with her, so I can evaluate, see what the situation is. Dude, if you're suffering, if you miss her, if you're sad, if you're upset, if you regret, if you have any negative emotions, the 12 of them that I explain in the program, if you have any of those negative emotions, communication will not work. You have to learn to manage your emotions. It's all about controlling your emotions. If you don't control your emotions, do not go to her, because she's not your emotional support right now. She's not your emotional support right now. She doesn't care about your story. She doesn't care what you did, why you did. All she cares about is that you are this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband who doesn't change, who's never going to change. So for you to get this person back, you have to take yourself back first. You have to build yourself back first. I help you do that fast. Because if you do it without direction, look, bad habits and negativity will always take over. You don't want that to happen. You want a direction, you want path, you want the blueprint, you want a framework step by step. Once you take control of yourself, once you understand what to do with these emotions, once you realize your mind is playing games on you and gives you thoughts that don't empower you and are just against you, then you can focus on strategy and what are the steps that you need to take to get her back. You need to be patient. You need to do the right thing. If you watch my videos, you know how much I'm against no contact because it's a mistake. Instead of that and hiding 30 days and doing nothing, you need to learn to do this. Because if you don't change, she's not coming back. You have to change fast, and then you have to understand frames, and I'm going to teach you frames. You don't report to her, hey, look at me, I'm changed, I'm a changed man, look at me, I've been going to gym, I signed up for this program. Don't fall under mother and son frame. That's a topic for another video. I don't have time in this video to tell you about that. You can get all of those in the program. You need to understand frames, and then you implement all of that, and you put that frame in interaction with her. Sometimes you need to pull back, sometimes you need to go closer. So do not do no contact. Do not do anything unusual on social media. There's a list of things you should not do. You do not show her that you're making these changes for her. Agree to the breakup. Remember who you were when you guys met. You were badass. You were attractive. You were cool. You didn't have any of these negative emotions that you have now. You have to take you back there and even higher than that. If you want me to help you, download my book. The link is in the description. You can also watch my other videos on this channel. And if you want me to work with you one-on-one, you can sign up for the program. We come up with a good plan. I evaluate your situation, see where you're at mentally, emotionally, and also your relationship, and come up with a good plan and go get it together. This is Ben. Don't worry, I'm going to help you get your ex back. See you in the next video.